Jennifer Chan with SF Station, here with director Michael Hoffman of the film that's got international media abuzz, The Last Station. So Michael, let's start off with the very beginning. What about Tolstoy's story that you wanted to capture into film?
I wasn't interested in making a biopic about Tolstoy. That didn't interest me at all. In fact, when I first read this novel, I didn't really see what the movie was. I read it in 1990 when it first came out. I reread it in 2004 and all of a sudden saw the movie, and I think the reason was that I'd been married for the intervening 12 years because I really saw it as a movie about the tragic comedy of marriage, the difficulty of marriage, the difficulty of living with love and the impossibility of living without it. I really saw it as a love story, and I think that's what I made.
Right, so how much of the real story was in your film?
A lot. It sticks to the facts pretty closely. Because it was an extraordinary event. Here he was the biggest media celebrity in the world. He was the first real media celebrity, the most famous writer in the world. And then at age 82, he wakes up one night because things have gotten so difficult at home, gets on a train and runs away, and his wife gets on a train and follows him across Russia. I mean, it's a pretty compelling and dramatic kind of centerpiece to have in the movie.
You have just an all-star cast. You have Christopher Plummer, you have Helen Mirren, James McAvoy. What was the casting process like?
Well, it was long and involved, but I was absolutely, when I got word that Helen's people were interested in it, I felt immediately, I mean, given her Russian background, given her extraordinary ability to actually move between tones. She has a tremendous comic gift. She's a great dramatic actress. I thought that was a great fit. And then Christopher Plummer, was almost 80 years old, almost exactly the same age that Tolstoy was when this story took place. And I think that gave it a tremendous kind of reality that I loved. And then in addition to that, Helen and Chris together have fantastic sexual chemistry, which is, it's not something I went looking for in a movie like this. It wasn't like I was casting a romantic comedy and thought, chemistry is everything. But as it turns out, I think that's one of the reasons that the movie really appeals to people, because this relationship really feels alive.
And so this movie is more of a sort of a comedy, romantic movie than sort of a historical film.
The focus is on, like I said, the difficulty of living with love and the impossibility of living without it. That's what it really focuses on, and it focuses on two love stories. This mature and very difficult marriage of Tolstoy and the Countess Sophia, his wife, and then the relationship between a young couple, the first love of the character Bulgakov, who James McAvoy plays, and Masha, played by Carrie Condon. And in a way, you see these two relationships against each other, and the hope of the young couple kind of informs the older couple's relationship, and the pain of the older couple informs the relationship of the younger couple. And that's sort of how, that's kind of the narrative strategy of the movie, those two relationships bouncing off against each other.
The Last Station has gotten so many Golden Globe, nominations, Spirit Awards.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel to?
It feels like a big relief, to tell you the truth. The two poles I experienced most of life lie between anxiety and relief, and right now it's like I'm so relieved that a movie that I was really afraid wasn't going to see the light of day in North America, and I thank God for the people at Telluride Film Festival who screened it. Gary Meyer and Julie Hunsinger and Tom Letty, and to Sony Pictures Classics, Tom Bernard and Michael Barker, in terms of finding it and giving it this life.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Michael. The Last Station hits Bay Area theaters February 5th. Again, my name is Jennifer Chan with SF Station. Thank you so much for tuning in.